since then, I've been working with Q on making a 4-bit processor with basic mathematic operations for my cousin. I'm not going to let him get off easy, right? He's going to have to learn some of this as well to use it, right? But anyways, not too much story. Let's get into some of the technical details. It's the main component, which we're going to demonstrate today, of our processor is the ALU, the Arithmetic Logic Unit. It has 2 4-bit operands. That basically means 2 4-bit numbers. So that is numbers from 0 to 7. It also has an operation, which also just represents addition or subtraction. And we'll get a resulting 4-bit value from that operation. So we can have hopefully the LEDs that we added are going to be visible, but we can have some crowd interaction here. And does anyone want to give me a number that is less than 8 that we can plug into the 6? Okay, 6 and 1. Oh yeah, we can do that. All right, so here we go. I put in 6, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is 6's binary representation right there. And now we're at 7. And there is 7's binary representation. And does anyone want to tell me what 6 plus 7 is? 13, right? So here we have our output, which is 1, if I'm going to go through the binary, 1, and then there's no 2. So 1 plus 4 plus 8. What is that there? 12, 13, right? That's the value we put in. So it works. It also has subtraction. So what I'll do actually, because these, we'll do this. So there's this might be too technical, but there is an idea in my computers about 2's complement, which is a negative representation of numbers. And we can demonstrate that here by changing the operation to subtraction. And this might be a little difficult to see, they're all in a row. But this should be -1. And the way this works here, this is -8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1, which is -1. So that's our demonstration of the ALU. Anything else here that we can know? Addition, subtraction, and it's the core unit, the core unit of the CPU.
So basically, that's the schematic of the ALU. So the 4 logic gates over there basically represent what's called a negator, and that's basically what goes to the 2's complement. And as you can see, the OP at the bottom is operator. So basically, if someone puts 0, it indicates to the system that you should do addition. If you put 1, it indicates that they should do subtraction. And basically, A and B are both inputs as we talked about before that are 4 bits. And basically, you have the output over there with O, which is 4 bits, and you have a carry out. Yeah. Basically, that's built using something called the 4-bit adder, with the carry in. So here's that's the schematic after that. And that's built by using 4 full adders, where basically each carry out for each full adder is chained into the carry in to the next full adder. So basically, like when you learn addition back in like elementary school, if you do 6 plus 5, you carry the 1 up into the next row. That's essentially what's happening there. That's the carry outs.
And then at least the last main piece of the ALU is the actual adder, or the full adder, which is built entirely from NAND gates. And that's what all these chips here are. They're all just NAND gates, which are like the most basic, well, I guess next to transistors, the most basic computer processor. Everything from like your phone to your laptop, all use NAND gates, and every other operation can be built from those. All right, so that's the full adder. And we also have a demonstration of the entire CPU that can also do multiplication, but due to some constraints with parts, that wasn't able to be implemented in real life. So let's see the CPU real quick. So here's our simulation. And again, if the room wants to give me 2 numbers that are going to multiply to something that is less than 15, or 15 or less. 7 times 2, okay, we can do that. So here I'm going to put in 7. I'm going to put in, oh, that's not 2. 2 0 was addition, 1 is subtraction, and then in order 2 is multiplication. And then now I'm going to pulse the processor until the done flag shows up again. So right now the last operation, which was just 0 plus 0, is done. And you can see that maybe right here at the result, right there, because it was 0, might be hard to see. We can zoom in afterwards. But I'm going to press the clockwise button until the done flag shows up, is lit again, and the output should be 14. 14's hexadecimal representation is E. So that should be right here. Yeah, here we go. So that's the CPU in operation. Let's see if we have any last notes on the CPU. All right. So there's again the same design. We made ourselves. The really critical part of this that does the multiplication in a really unique way is the shift add multiplier, which no longer is implemented in like modern processors, but is a really cool piece of technology that cuts down on the time that multiplication takes. Traditionally, or not traditionally, but like currently the way multiplication is done is by repeated addition, but this is a little bit more